Hey there, Windmill here. I'm going to show you how I got top 200 in Americas with Kalista NASUS. Now, this deck is going to play very similar to Old Endure, if you do remember that, with the Atrocity, but we are not only depending on NASUS for our endgame. There are a lot of different ways you could win there. Let's jump into it. First off, let's go and think about your early mulligans. Now, we are going to go over the matchups and how things can be dependent, but generally you are going to want to hit hard, hit fast, and that is sort of like what makes this different from a Kindred and NASUS deck or a Thresh and NASUS deck that's very much more of an early aggressive deck, which personally, my style. So there's a lot of different combinations that you're going to go for in the early mulligan, depending if you're going first or second. Obviously, if you're going first, a Dune Keeper is always good. If you're going second, if you could perhaps have a Bark Beast that you put down first, and then you put next turn you put a Dune Keeper into a Stygian Onlooker. That is about 11 damage right there, because you're going to get the proc from the Bark Beast from the Sand Soldier so long as you correctly order it. So again, there's a lot of different ways you could order. If you're going first, you're generally going to want to get your Blight Caretaker, again, matchup dependent, but I mean, I would go for it anyways, even in unfavored matchups such as Trundle Lysandra that we're probably going to see a lot more of in patch 2.0. So this is going to be really important, especially for proccing things such as the Slay on the Prey or the Cursed Keeper. So that's going to help you. And there's, again, a lot of different options for this early game that you can go try to figure out what you have. Bacchae Reaper, obviously very good. For example, if you're on a turn 3, you have a Bacchae Reaper, you have a Curse Keeper, you put down a Bark Beast, you Ravenous Butcher it, you have a huge board right there. So it's all going to be dependent, but it's a pretty consistent early game. Like, you're going to try to get as much as you can. Sometimes it's like a double Stygian Onlooker and they can't do anything about it. But even if you are against things with huge AoEs, a lot of the time, you just gotta YOLO in this early game, because those matchups are the one that you're unfavored in. So you want to get as much early game damage that you can, while also maintaining when to just open attack, when do you want to develop, depending on how the previous turn went. Kalista, again, is also more aggressive. I've gotten a lot of Atrocity wins off of Kalista, and then we of course have her signature spell of Black Spear, which I've killed so many Aphelios on, which is super, super good. And then good old NASUS Boy, which again, matchup dependent, will depend on his actual usefulness. But if you get into a late game, it can outpace a whole lot. Now, speaking of that, we're gonna go up into its favored matchups. Now, as far as favored matchups goes, I would say definitely Spider Aggro. It's very good against, it could be pretty good against an Ez Draven, a Tia Fizz, so long as the two latter ones don't get enough early momentum and you're able to get an early game out of them. Stars especially is one that it just outlasts, which you wouldn't think, because, you know, it's a very aggressive mid-range deck, but so long as they don't like high roll and you low roll, and you're able to get so many slays and good trades in from like Spider Aggro, which is actually pretty popular on Master's Ladder right now, you're going to be able to win that matchup pretty easily. Like, I feel like with this deck, the fact is it doesn't have a ton of bad matchups, and they are winnable. Like, that's why I feel like I've had so much success with the deck, other than the fact that I just really like playing it. So as far as our like unfavored matchups, we're going to go on to Lysandra Trundle, which is most likely going to be more prevalent in 2.5, Aphelios Zoe, and Lee Sin Zoe. Now Lee Sin Zoe is probably going to be bigger again in this patch as well, so I guess I mean, I did it before the patch is how I got top 200, so it may be easier in some ways to climb with it, some ways harder, just more so because you're going to see certain things more often on ladder, not exactly that the matchup is any harder or easier, since it's not like we got any nerfs to this deck. It's just that there is going to be definitely like a lot of Lysandra Trundle. There's going to be a lot of Lee Sin Zoe. I was surprised that Lee Sin wasn't reverted, because he is going to go to the moon, stonks. But you definitely need to keep that in mind. And especially like within your Nasus late game with Lee Sin, keep in mind that they can go and kick your Nasus into the Nexus. You need to like have that atrocity ready. They may have something to get rid of that with a deny, but you just gotta, late game, you gotta play to win rather than play to not lose a lot of the times in YOLO. But definitely, especially between that and the Aphelio Zoe matchup, you just need to go and focus on your early game. And thankfully they don't have as much AoE compared to like Lissandra Trundle, which is, in my opinion, even less unfavored, but not impossible. Now, with Lissandra Trundle matchup, again, it is the most difficult, but you are just going to focus on your early game. You are going to commit to your board because you're not going to be able to usually get a atrocity Nasus win because you're not going to get a lot of slays off a list Trundle list. So you're just trying for your early aggression. A lot of times with this, I would end up winning with like an atrocity on a leveled up Kalista even. And even then, you do need to keep in mind, like, do you have a Rite of Negation? Do you have something ready? Your spells in this are going to be so important, such as the Rite of Negation, especially against some of these big AoE clears in Lissandra Trundle. And then one of the best things ever, Rite of Negation off a huge stack of spells that a TF player has played out the entire hand off. It is the most satisfying win I have ever had. I've had it happen multiple times, and it just tastes sweeter every single time. Now, when we are going off of those atrocity wins with Nasus, which is like the big goal end game win, after we've sort of like chipped them down on the health, I'd say LeBlanc's actually a pretty good matchup for this too, because, you know, like Caretaker, it's able to like trade pretty easily and glimpse beyond. Fiora, it's also one of those things where you just gotta go fast Sonic speed, and now that Fiora does have the 2 health, it's gonna be even easier, and the glimpse beyond helps a lot as well. Sometimes I do have preemptive atrocity just to be a little cheeky, even if I don't have like a big lethal on her, depending on how far the Fiora is up on the level up. But you do need to keep in mind what your opponent could play and like how much mana they have in their hand, like whether or not your Nasus is leveled up, because he will at least have spell shield when Nasus is leveled up, but when he's not, which you're majority of the time, you're not gonna level up your Nasus, like from my experience. Obviously sometimes you will, sometimes you won't, but I would say more often than not you don't upgrade your Nasus. So you need to just keep that in mind. Ideally having like a Rite of Negation ready on top of your atrocity. I mean, if you're doing it this late game, you will probably have enough mana if you can. But again, sometimes you just gotta YOLO and just play to win. And that's so much what this deck is, and it's what its early aggression. It definitely becomes a little bit more difficult to play as the game goes on and you're less likely to win. But the early game of this is pretty simple. Like, it is pretty much just like, play cards in order, you good, but then later in the game, in the mid game, in the late game, you do need to decide, okay, what can I trade here? What can my opponent have? Would they be able to kill my Nasus if I traded in here like this? So that's all things to keep in mind, but I hope this helps you climb. Let me know if you want to see me do any more guides with this. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/wondermellow, so I hope to see y'all there as we try to hit top 100. And let me know what videos you'd like to see. Down below, I have my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all that fun stuff. So I hope to see you there. And until next time, I'll see you. Happy climbing. Yeah, it's a way to address a group of people. You know, like, you know, guys, girls, non-binary people, you know, it's just like, it's all inclusive. Plus, it sounds heckin' cool. I call everyone dude. Yeah, no, dude is pretty gender neutral to me, at least. Dudette sounds weird. I don't know, dudette, I never got that. Like, it was just weird. But yeah, no, dude, I mean, varies person to person, but I personally, generally, dude is gender neutral. Dr. K from Healthy Gamer started using y'all. That was funny as hell. Yo, Dr. K is the GOAT. Yo, Dr. K is awesome. I love his stuff. But does anyone remember what I actually ended up using for the prediction and if I won or not? I think I lost. But yeah, no, Dr. K is awesome. Lad is yes, like lads. I don't know. I have a friend who like uses that in like a lot of like older English stuff because it sounds very classy. I don't know as about as they. I've never heard lad as gender neutral. I mean, maybe it does have something like Shakespearean. Yeah, no, like sponge, like I get that. Like it takes a while, especially like lads is not classy. I don't know. I think about it in like Victorian England. When I hear lads, I think Victorian England, and when I think Victorian England, I think classy. Therefore, lads is classy. Called Spider Lad? Yo, that would have been sick. Like when I hear lads, I think about Victorian schoolboys with like their breeches, lass. I don't hear lass as much. I think football pop lads. I would never think about that again. I think of it like I just think of Spring Awakening is what I think about, which is Victorian schoolboys exactly. Great musical, by the way. It's a great like rock musical. I'm big into musicals. Gorman from Team Fortress 2 when I hear it. Culture difference probably. Yeah, probably culture difference. I'm okay with just this is fine. This is the very aggressive. We win this match. This is Aggro Azir. I've actually played this deck before. Again, like you just gotta sort of high roll and hope your opponent doesn't have anything. But we got sustainability with like Glimpse Beyond and all, so we're good. Oh, yo, Warlock Pizza, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna see what we get from here. We got nothing. Well, we might as well go wide. We might as well go wide. We literally got nothing. Yeah, no, that always sucks when you get stuck in shadows and you like get nothing. It's like, honey, really? Really? You doing this to my heart? You doing this to my heart? All right, so they're gonna get one good trade in that, but that's fine because we're gonna get more on here. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna get your one trade. Actually, the worst. Sucky shuffle when you get nothing. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, maybe it does. I've never thought about that. Because it like barely happens. Like I usually will get something. It does. Oh, okay. Thank you, PG. I just can't remember if I won or lost in the last prediction. I think I lost. It was against. Wasn't it that Lux deck? Can't remember. I have a terrible memory. Hearing knowledge, at least. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's a cool thing. But, you know, we definitely win this. Like even if they get Darius, read stalking. Okay, well, we'll read cards. Imagine reading cards. All right. Come on. Wait. Okay. Pick a follower from top 4 cards of your deck. Draw and place the rest into your deck. And then create an ephemeral copy of yeah, no, it doesn't do this. I tried to make it bigger, but I'm just having to like freaking squint on this because like I can't see anything. Yeah, so no, it doesn't. Next 4 cards are spells or champs. I'm totally wrong. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it looks like it's just like tons of stuff. All right. No champs. It's like fading icon, butcher, all that fun stuff. Please do this. 2 followers, the shuffles. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we just win here. Yeah, because then we do like fading icon into ravenous butcher. I mean, I could do. I think. Yeah, no, I think we just win here. Because they're gonna be forced to go in with the Black Eye Reaper. That's gonna put them down to 6, and we most likely will get like an Atrocity or Nasus, or like even a Caretaker. Caretaker's even. Yeah, we're 1 off lethal. If I put the Curse Keeper's not what I wanted. It's like I could put it down, but then they may have like they may be able to go like further. This will at least go and we're gonna do this. This will at least kill it though. And also if they have any spells, we have Rite of Negation. Boom! Rite of Negation! Rite of Negation! Ah ha ha! Let's go. Let's go. Thanks so much for the follow to Wexton911 as well. Let's go. Again, a lot with this deck, you gotta play to win. You gotta not lose. You gotta play to win. Aggressive. Like, just because it doesn't have Noxus in it doesn't mean it's not crazy. I could Baka Reaper here, or I can just pass. I think it's gonna pass. Support Shyvana, Black Spy's being God's work in the deck. Yes, I've seen a lot of stuff about the Black Spy. GPS at Pirate Bird. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Solid debuff, kind of nice. Yes, we went over the buffs earlier. I'm very excited because, like, obviously I am someone who plays deep no matter what state it may be in. So I am very, very hyped for that. Actual Ledger's Dreadway deck. Yeah, instead of like, hey, we're just gonna give you like free thing. Like, you actually have to have the combo for the combo to work. Who would have thought? Who would have thought for Dreadway Ledros you actually need both cards instead of just one card, one singular card. So I'm guessing the deck struggles to outvalue it. Oh yeah, I love Braun Vlad. Braun Vlad is also very fun. I'm really happy with how it is. Not worth it to write negation. We can Fading Icon technically. This is gonna die. I don't think it's really worth it to... I think we just Fading Icon right here. And then we could like try to get something from the Stalking Shadows next turn. During stream, second Brazilian. L Games BR. Oh, of course they're Brazilian because it's BR. I know, lots of Brazilian peoples in the Americas. That's cool. Judges can actually trade now. Good. Yeah, no, like the buff was like interesting. But was kind of just an anti-meta for TFS. I don't think it's gonna last. I think it will. I feel like it's gotten the same like type of camaraderie that you would see with Deep, where like even if it's not gonna be like the hottest thing on the block, people love it and it's really fun to play. I mean, I find it, especially if you have Scar rounds, like there's a lot of different things you could work around. Not only TF is as a counter, like there's other things as well. Highlander, the Islander, reduce Ledros to 8 mana. Oh god, I don't want to think about it. Don't put those ideas in my head. 1/3 South America is Brazil, yeah. 1/4. So it's mostly Brazil on this server. Besides like North Americans. We just do this, huh? Man Dreadway, Curve and no Ledros, yeah. Yeah, again, like at least it's gonna be a combo that you have to like put a little legwork into it at least, which I respect. We actually lose momentum here. I'm gonna cry. We lose momentum, we lose board here. I'ma cry. I don't know why I say like I'm gonna cry when I'm like I can't remember the last time I cried. I feel like it's more like my soul crying than me actually crying. TF will see top 5 champions, I think. Yes, I agree. Both Aphelios and TF are still going to be used a lot. It's just they're not going to be so, like, I don't know what the word would be, just like so oppressive on the meta. Be level 1 toolbox, but he's still good. Yeah. If they put Quinn down after this, then I'm gonna be sad, or like MF. I think it's MF. Yeah, it's MF Quinn. So I'm tempted to actually just go and write negation this. Low-key. Big coping though. Yeah, no, I'm like there is Aphelios that I'm glad that it is nerfed, but he's still gonna be used. I'm doing this because I'm worried that they're gonna get a misfortune and then I'm gonna cry. Level up on 1 turn. Yeah, no, he leveled up on turn 5. Turn 5 in our previous game. I'm like, the heck? The heck? Yeah, no, we're just playing safe. I probably didn't need to do that, but this is fine. We're still pretty even on health. They have a little bit more board than us, but we do have a caretaker and fading icon for next turn. Backseat, versatility, champ most weapon count, you spell mana now. Yeah. I'm just glad that it's being changed a little bit. Like, we're still gonna see, like, Zoe Felios for sure. Didn't need a nerf. She's meta only because of Targa. No, I think Fiora deserved it. It's just the fact that it's not only, like, Targa is just, like, so much, that you're not able to, like, interact with her. That feels, especially with so much of the burst damage. Like, the burst damage is, like, yeah, no, I feel like she's just been along. Plus, she's still gonna be so usable. Like, she's still gonna be top 5, I think, in my opinion. Someone's calling me. Yo, I'm streaming. Hello? I think you have the wrong number. Okay, it was the wrong number. I was very confused. I'm like, okay, it's a mate. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I don't feel like much is gonna really change. If you are. Really takes damage anyway. Yeah, because you have so much. I mean, I feel like the main thing about is the burst damage. Like, it's not even like, yeah, it's gonna help a little bit with her. Oh, we need to get some more music. Yeah, make some more music. Come on, work. There we go. Just be another unit, yeah. Left Catagran unchanged. Hey there, Master, by the way. Master cookies. This is still winnable? Oh, thank God. Thank God NASUS came out. That's the boy we needed. The boy we needed. I probably could have gotten a little larger, though. Like, I could have done Caretaker. That would have actually been a little safer, but I think this will be fine for us. It's just sad, yeah. I mean, they'll definitely probably adjust some things, because it obviously was such, like, a huge change with everything. So they probably are gonna, like, make some changes after the nerfs. Like, they may revert or put things back or, you know, all fun stuff. Right, adjusting something. I mean, they technically did that with this patch. They, like, readjusted things, like, for Deep, for example. Laurent Protégé. I mean, imagine playing Demacia, though. Not me, wrong person. Bless you. Thank you. Y'all are always blessing me. I appreciate it. Maybe I could have gone a different thing here. This is gonna make it 12 though. That's good. Bless you. Yo, everyone's. Alright, so I can just go in right now, or I can set it up. I think I want to set it up. Sun Cost has never seen a single person playing it. Didn't get adjusted. Hope is full school. Yeah, it's sort of unfortunate. At least, yeah, no, this is fine. I think we'll survive. So Grappler playing Sun Cost. Grappler does a lot of really cool things. Lulu can stream. Yo, the Lulu must make me happy. Again, she's not gonna be like super meta, but at least like we are gonna see more Lulu play. I don't think she's gonna be like at the very bottom of the totem pole of like all 40 champions, because like she was literally the least. They don't have any mana though. The heck? I guess they're trying to kill my in 2 turns. They could technically kill my NASUS. Be Katarina now? Yeah, I heard a lot of talk about that. I don't know why they did that. I guess it's because they were just sort of going over what would and wouldn't work with this. Yeah, no, I think we just win now. Lulu can hit harder now. Yeah. Because, like, they only have 1 card. I don't think there's anything in their deck that could just do 2 damage right to us. And we have a leveled up NASUS, so... Yeah, I don't think there's anything in their deck that can really do anything. Ring True Rewards or Prismatic is you Prismatic Cat. I'd be very sad. I'd be really sad. Alright, I mean, I technically can Shadow, but yeah. I'll just go wide just in case. Link to your screenshot? Sure. Feel free. Yeah, again, at this point, I don't think this is gonna really do that. Oh my gosh, yo, with all the Shyvana? That's actually sick. We actually have a Discord community too if you would like join. Yo, we win streaking?